You have to buy, but you have to go buy my constitutional rights for a due process. For to be a corporate court, it could because you're financed by federal money. This is not financed by the people here in this county. It's found you get government grants to run this place from the feds.
Where in the world did you hear that?
It's the truth.
Where'd you hear it?
I don't matter what I heard because I do my own research. I'm not answering that question. I would plead the fifth on that question.
Yeah.
We are on the record in 2024 CR 420, State of Kansas versus John Raymond Hannah. Please announce appearances.
Chair Regia on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, Darren Patterson, appearing on behalf of John Hannah. Mr. Hannah does appear via Zoom audio visual from the Butler County Jail. Judge, this is a case where I am requesting the court to allow me to withdraw. I would just tell the court that communication has broken down to the point where counsel and client are not able to discuss the case any further and would ask substitute counsel be appointed, or Mr. Hannah may hire counsel. I don't know.
Mr. Hannah, are you able to hire counsel?
I'll have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure I can figure something out.
Well, if you can hire an attorney, you should hire your own attorney. But you apparently told me or someone else that you couldn't afford an attorney early on, and you received court appointed.
No, I was saying that I had been in court. I've been pretty much in a situation where I was supposedly incarcerated to where I haven't been able to contact my family members. What I explained. That's how I explained that. I don't like contacting my family members from facilities like this. Still my mail and identity theft. So I really don't talk to my family member and giving out addresses in a situation like this with these people that don't have what they call a 922E or a 912E jurisdiction. So we can continue on if you want to try to. I just jurisdiction right now.
Well, what in the world is a 912E jurisdiction?
I'm the judge. You're supposed to figure it out. I'm telling you for.
I can't figure out something that doesn't exist.
It does exist, but I'm saying if you know it exists, I understand. If you don't know, it's not my fault.
Well, it is. If you're going to bring something up that I'm not familiar with, you're going to have to tell me what it is.
No, it's jurisdiction. I mean, you supposed to look it up. You hired a counsel for me. You hired a counsel for me, and this dude is over here supposed to be the. And then and the other thing, dude told me that the court that he said it was going to be 3 days from now. He didn't say it was going to be today.
Who told you that?
He did. The attorney did.
All right. Mr. Regier, do you know what this, tell me that number again. What is that number you're citing, sir, for jurisdiction?
922E. And you got a 912E too.
A 912.
Yeah, that's how the corporate courts are illegal in the United States, pretty much.
Corporate courts are illegal?
Pretty much illegal in the United States, yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
Brady violation as well. Maryland versus Brady.
No Brady.
Yeah, Maryland versus Brady, yeah. And when we address this issue, you should have started with Maryland versus Brady. When you address me before anything, you're supposed to address me with Maryland versus Brady.
All right, stop it right now. I'm not going to keep taking your abuse.
Okay, you're going to take abuse. I'm going to lock the handcuffs on.
All right, you're going to stop it. You're going to sit him down, and you're going to show respect for the court. You have
it's my house.
Stop it right now.
My house. I built it, whatever. I built it. I'll pay to have this bill.
You will stop it right now. I understand we have a screen between us.
I don't even know if you're in the courtroom, for real. Let's do a video.
Well, I think I understand why Mr. Patterson, a very experienced, very competent, qualified attorney, can't work with you.
I got a couple of them too.
Well, if you got them and you can afford them, there's no reason the taxpayers ought to be paying for your attorney.
No, I'll pay. What do you mean? The taxpayers ain't paying for my attorney. Wait until my intelligence, please.
Well, I'd order them to take you into custody, but you're already there.
I know I'm in custody, and you went up on my bond in custody. How you do that? Oh, that's what Department of Justice right there. Thank you. Are there any more things to issue? Mr. What's the prosecutor's name?
You address me. You stop it. Mr. Patterson, you are most definitely excused from this case for the reasons cited. You may journalize the dismissal.
Yes, Judge.
And I don't see any need to point anyone else because the defendant's telling me he can afford an attorney. You need to hire your attorney?
Let me figure it out and I get to it. I don't like to make rush decisions, especially in handcuffs.
All right. Mr. Regier, have you ever heard of this?
Thank you.
What he's talking about?
Him too.
Stop talking. Regier, do you know what he's in reference to when he says 922E jurisdiction and 912E jurisdiction?
I wrote that down backwards.
Judge, I think those are pursuant to federal rules of procedure.
Well, we're not in federal court, so I don't keep myself.
But you have to go by my constitutional rights for a due process. For to be a corporate court, it could because you're financed by federal money. You're not this is not financed by the people here in this county. It's found that you get government grants to run this place from the feds.
Where in the world did you hear that?
It's the truth.
Where'd you hear it?
I don't matter what I heard because I do my own research. I'm not answering that question. I would plead the fifth on that question.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
It's a federal rule, but this is not.
We can bring up the competency of the court right now. We'll have to turn adjust on that. Do we need any issues, Mr. Prosecutor? The Department of Justice gonna be emailing you pretty soon.
Sir, let me explain something to you. You are in the district court, 13th Judicial District.
For a misdemeanor accusation.
State of Kansas. This is not federal court.
It's still federal court.
The rules that apply are the Kansas statutes annotated. Yes, the Constitution applies, but you're not citing Constitution. You're citing apparently federal rules of evidence that apply in federal courts, not in Kansas.
No, it doesn't apply in federal court. It applies to a state. It goes with Maryland versus Brady.
Where did you get your law degree?
You don't have to have a law degree. It doesn't matter about that because I've been educated by the best attorneys in the United States. One of them is I happen to be real close to one of their daughters, a few of them, and their sons. And I personally know a U.S. Supreme Court judge as well.
All right, so Mr. Patterson is allowed to withdraw, and that's at your request, Mr. Hannah. You want him off your case, right?
Definitely.
All right, so time is going to count against you so that you can get a new attorney. And you told me you were going to hire your attorney. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll figure it out is what I said.
All right, so you'll figure it out. You don't want the court to address another court appointed, right?
Pretty much. Not with that competency level.
Not a court appointed attorney. So let's have what a court appointed. Did you say you want to go after the prosecutor?
No, I said we will holler at the Department of Justice. We'll talk to him. Go after his accusation is what I said. Confront his accusation with the Department of Justice. That's what I said. Thank you. Is there anything else so I can get back to where I was legally incarcerated at?
Deputy, do you think that does he behave competently? I'm wondering if I need to do a competency evaluation. Anyone want to be heard on that?
I had one.
In this case, you have?
No, I have one on my federal case. I felt competent because everything I stated with it, it's already backed by law.
Well, I am going to, on my own motion, order that there be a competency evaluation. That can be done in the county jail because I'm not sure you're tracking, Mr. Hannah.
Good for you. I don't care if you think that or not because I can decline that. And if I'm found incompetent, that means you can't put me in a court of law. So you just made another mistake.
Well, if you're found to be incompetent, you will go to a state security hospital.
No, I'm on it. You can't legally commit me to a hospital.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. That just goes to show you try to commit me to it. That's illegal. You can't do that either.
Well, he's set for jury trial this week. I'm going to continue the jury trial because he needs a new attorney. The time will count against him.
Commits, take people's property, identity theft. Yes.
And we need to do a competency evaluation. We will set this over. When's my next available jury trial date, Jen?
February 23rd for the pretrial, February 25th and 26th for the jury trial.
You said 26, and did you say 25 and 26?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So the defendant is ordered to be here February 23rd for pretrial and February 25th and 26th in person for a jury trial. And then when I get the file for competency, then we'll set the competency hearing before then, of course. I see you have had a U.S. Marshal hold on federal charges. That was back in April of last year. I see there was a previous failure to appear.
I was in Butner on evaluation because I had to get the last attorney I had. His name he was going under a fake name. His name was Kurt Burrows, and his name was Beeman Howard. So I had to remove from my case because he wasn't even who he said he was.
Well, I don't know.
Party mistake. Yes, conflict of interest. Yeah, I've had to remove from the case.
Well, I don't know either of those names. That must be on your felony charges.
Yeah, felon possession of firearm, which I got a settlement on that I federal prison for. Got a settlement for it. We've been illegally detained.
And I see your first appearance, 9/6 of 24th, you were found The court at that time, I think that might have been Judge Satterfield, I'm not sure, found you very combative and challenging jurisdiction even then. Oh, it was Judge Sanders. That
Yeah.
was retired former Chief Judge Sanders. Okay, former Chief Judge Sanders. All right. Well, I think everything is resolved. Anything else, Mr. Regier or Mr. Patterson, we need to address on this matter?
Your Honor, more of a point of clarification. If the court is ordering a competency evaluation, the state will be requesting clarification as to who has prepared the appropriate journal entry.
If your staff has those available and wants to do that, that would be fine. If not, I'll have to do it myself.
Very good, Your Honor.
And Judge, I'm out of the case, of course, but I think Mr. Regier knows that it's supposed to be the local mental health department that does the initial evaluation.
Yes.
The state is well aware, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you.
Prosecutor has conflict of interest. He has their own interest. And do it.
Where's the conflict of interest, sir?
The prosecutor cannot give me he cannot be the one who gives me a competency hearing because he doesn't have one. He's the one that's something. He's the one that brought the charge, so he can't be the one in charge of my mental competency because it's a conflict of interest. It has to be my interest.
Well, I don't have
or somebody that's subjective. So objective point of view, it can't be him.
Okay, well, I'm the one that is ordering the competency evaluation. He just has the staff to do the paperwork, but I'm the one ordering it.
Okay, so, yeah, you shouldn't have said that on record.
All right. Well, that's the order. And Deputy, please, I'm remanding him back to your custody, the custody of the sheriff, to take him back wherever you need to take him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Haven't covered a good sovereign citizen case in a while. So let's just get right to it. So I looked into a few of the things that he was talking about in regards to like 922, 912E, the numbers that he was trying to basically make sound like magic are references to federal rules, civil procedure. Like Rule 9 deals with pleading special matters in regards to defenses, objections, things of that nature. And I believe he said something about Brady versus Maryland as well, which is a real Supreme Court case, and primarily has to do with evidence and how evidence is presented. And he's using it completely out of context. He's not even really making a coherent argument. I mean, the most important part about this case was the judge's decision to order a competency evaluation. To be honest, that's the most critical takeaway here. The court has to determine whether this man is mentally ill or whether he's willfully using legal obstruction as a tactic here, basically, by just flooding the court with paperwork. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Obviously, I'm sure he's not mentally ill. He just has nothing else better to do. You know, this is a common strategy that people use to frustrate, clog the courts. In the end, the defendant achieved his most immediate goal. He got his attorney removed and the trial delayed. It's a temporary victory in the war that he's going to lose for sure. But this is a perfect example of how these theories play out in the real world and why sovereign citizens just come across on the internet as foolish, hilarious, and somewhat entertaining. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, drop a comment below. Till next time.